let's cull the TBR. I have 4 books here that I'm not entirely sure I'm going to love. So I'm going to read between 100 to 150 pages of each and decide whether or not I'm going to continue reading them or if they are going to be culled. This one in particular, I have a feeling I'm not going to like. But it's 1:30. I have to leave for work at 3:15. So let's pick. Who am I going to start first? I am going to start with The Heart's Mirage. Let's turn it around. The Heart's Mirage. Mirage. Exciting, robust adventure. Glenda Lark is a fabulous writer. I think I bought this on a sale back when I was like, let's just buy all the books. But now I listen to things mostly audiobooks. So I'm like, let's not buy all the books. Let's only buy all the books that I know I'm going to absolutely love. If I'm a bit mid on a book, I'll get it on audio or ebook. That is, watch me break that rule. Just watch me go to a bookshop or WorldCon, which will be the next time I am going to a bookshop, and just completely that rule out my head. The story of treachery, my treachery, and the treachery of those who betrayed me. It's a story of mirages of those who made them. It is my story. This sounds kind of cool, not gonna lie. So let's get into it and fucking just read so many pages. It is in first person. I'm not usually first person girly, but then again, I love the will of the many, so I can be persuaded. Let's go. I didn't even get through chapter 1 and already I know I'm gonna love this. So this gives me a little bit of idea of going back to the basics of fantasy with guilds and shit going on. And first person, female protagonist. And she gets to go and see the Exalted. So already you know you're in like non-Western kind of stuff. Like they have to not wear sandals going in. It's a very male-dominated world. But our female protagonist can, here lies, no one people are lying and no one people are telling the truth, which in and of itself is interesting, but it's not like amazing, right? But she is being sent and she has no choice because she's part of this brotherhood and it's like you can't leave. Like this is where I get like Skyrim vibes, okay? You know in Skyrim where you become part of the assassin group? This is kind of what I'm getting here. And so she's being sent against her will to try and rule out these rumours in this country. And already I'm loving her as a female protagonist. It says it how it is, like, you're scared of me. Ally's like, meh. And just interesting. 14 pages in, I know I'm going to love this. So this is staying. This is, oh, I wish I wasn't reading 12 books at once because I could just continue to read this. By Glenda Lark. If this sounds interesting to you guys, go pick it up. So what am I going to do next? Shall I do the worst one that I think I'm not going to love? Shall I read Shanghai Immortal? Shall I do this? It is a pretty edition. I hear this is vampires. Tasha Shuri said it was a wild ride. I may be irresponsible, impertinent and improper, but I am not stupid. Already I'm getting the feel of, with most romantasy books, of I'm just a badass and you just have to accept that, rather than it actually being a well-rounded character. That's the vibe I'm getting already. Half vampire, half fox spirit, all trouble. Again, the same kind of vibe. Kind of annoys me. It reminds me of Bryce from Crescent City, and I kid you not, she is the most shallow fucking character ever, and everybody fawns over her. Like, fuck off. She's not interesting at all. She just says fuck all the time, sleeps with everybody that she wants, and just everything seems to fall into her lap. No, and this, do I just preempt and just not put this on the TBR? No, I've committed. I mean, it is, like it is pretty, but I don't know. Apparently there's Chinese deities and demons, which make it interesting. Whether or not I will... Oh, see, I like that cover. I will continue to like this. Pawned by her mother to the king of hell, Lady Jing is half of this is all the sass... Okay, sasshole. I'm so tempted just to put it down for sasshole. No, you don't. In a fantasy book, you do not have words like sasshole. No. Oh my god. What is wrong with you? No, this is just not. It's not working. I'm a firm believer. It just pulls me right out of the story because I go into a fantasy world to be in a different world. Even if it's urban fantasy, to have a character that uses the word sasshole just means that you're trying to over the top and bang me on the head that this character is an all-empowered female protagonist that doesn't need men. Whereas actually, if you look at something like fucking I was going to say Glocta, that's not it. Orca from Shadow of the Gods. Any female, even Cohen, right? From The Faithful and the Fallen. She is a badass female character, but she doesn't take no shit. But at the same time, she's still very in herself and rounded in herself. Like, we don't have to be told, oh, she's like full of sass. Like, Cohen, men might call Cohen full of sass. She just doesn't take their fucking shit, which is complete difference. But at the same time, it's like, why? I don't understand why people just love it so much. I just don't. Like, you could be well and empowered and in yourself and standing up for yourself without being so called sassy all the time. And just because to me that just comes across like you're constantly wanting to have a fight, never wanting to change who you are. And it's mainly in a book space, it's just you constantly bite back at men for no fucking reason. I understand you can have somebody with an explosive temper, but there's a way to do it, and I think the way that a lot of books are doing it is not the way that it should be done. Like, oh my god. There are just better ways to show female empowerment than having a few witty comebacks. Like, I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Somebody please explain to me, if you read this stuff, why do you like it? Because it comes across incredibly shallow to me. Anyway, let's get to the plot of this book. Our main character overhears Corsair's plotting to steal a priceless dragon pearl from the king, and she seizes a chance to expose them once and for all. Kind of interesting enough. I have a feeling I'm going to hate the protagonist, though. I think I would be petty enough to just DNF something on the word sasshole. I really think I would. Which... Am I putting off reading this? Yes. Is this telling me something? Probably, but I'm still going to do it because I'm committed to the bit. After getting absolutely drenched, I'm sitting here with a blanket on to try and soak up the wet on my leggings. Is it going to work? No. I went through one fucking coat. The heavens just opened. As soon as I got to work, pissed down. Great. Fucking great. It's still... No, wait. Yeah, of course it stopped raining. Now I'm indoors. Of course that's how it's going to go. Fucking English weather. But I didn't get very far with this. I am now at house sitting. I'm looking after a friend's dog. Currently not in the room, or I would show you said dog. I've had steak and chips. Fucking lovely. She always gets me the best dinners. And then I'm now going to go back to this, and hopefully I can decide whether or not, because the only thing that's put me off this is just the main character. But there are stuff that's interesting, so maybe I will like it. Maybe. It's 10 to 7. So I'm going to go read a little bit more of this, and it'll be either yay or a nay, and I will let you know. Also, what happened is Mum's cat went to the vet yesterday because he struggled eating and stuff, and we think he might have an infection on his larynx. Fine, antibiotics, not a problem. The vet said keep him in. What does Mum do? Oh, let him out. Sometimes I do wonder at people, even my own family. Panicked because she couldn't find him, and his twin brother ended up it was stormy, ended up being run over and didn't come back. So she's like, oh my god, is he gone in? No, he was indoors the whole fucking time. My brother was, I obviously couldn't go. I'm looking after a dog 9:12. I can't leave said fucking dog. Also, I can't take dog with me. My brother was always going to get on the train and go all the way down there to help her look for this fucking cat that was indoors the whole fucking time. Honestly, this woman is going to be the death of me. I kid you fucking not. Anyway, I'm going to go try and relax and read. Are you in there, Teddy boy? Are you a good boy? Are you cute? Are you just the cutest? Another thing that really bugs me, I haven't even got through a page, right? That really bugs me, and I see a lot of writers do this. They call these characters, they give them nicknames, so even if they haven't been introduced yet, especially if it's third person, like if it's third person close, you don't have to necessarily give them a nickname to describe them. If you do that for too long, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And in this case, it's Bullhead and Horsey. They have their real titles are Lord Neo, that's wrong, and Lord Mair, but I call them as I see them. Why? That's just honestly rude. But also, why? You'd still in your head, you'd kind of go, oh, that's so and so. Like, this just seems a little bit... I understand doing it around friends if you're going to be bitchy and catty like that, but I find it just cheap writing. It's very cheap. It doesn't really... Hello, Teddy. He wants to be the star of the show, don't you? Yeah. I do find it very cheap writing, and I think it could just be done so much better, and it's just damn lazy. Because I feel no connection to these characters, whereas if you give me a real name, I will have a connection. Like, a nickname, like, if you're going to do a term of endearment, or like me... Thank you, Teddy. My real Mair is half of my real name. My real name is Mairin. That's fine, because that's shortening of a name. That's absolutely fine. It's like Kath instead of Kathy. Like, it works, but calling something Bullhead and Horsey, No. See, Teddy agrees. He says no. She spits at someone. We have no fucking idea, right? No idea why she doesn't like these people. We have no fucking clue. And already you're telling me she just hawks and spits at somebody for no reason. Tell me, why am I meant to like this character? Why am I meant to follow this character to fucking 346 pages? Why the fuck do I want to do that when this character is just a raging asshole? I have a problem. I think I'm DNFing that. No. It's already pissed me off. I haven't even got through for chapter 2. My other books are currently in the other room over there. This one is finally quiet. It's a conundrum and I'm stuck with. I'm annoyed. I made a coffee with full fat milk. I don't like full fat milk, but I don't want coffee to go to waste. On to the next one. Yeah, Teddy, shall we read this together? Shall we read this together? Yeah? Yeah, do you want to read For the Wolf? Yeah? Red Riding retelling. I have book 2 as well, so I do hope I am going to like it. Because past me probably would have, but I have grown since I owned this. I don't know, we'll see. This is the first line. It's not amazing, but it still hooks me. 2 nights before she was sent to the wolf, red will address the colour of blood. That tells me something bad's going to happen. It tells me it's symbolic. It tells me almost sacrificial. I like it. I'm going to leave it there. 4 pages in. This is not what I expected it to be. The writing is incredibly good, which is a big up for me. Red is sitting in a gown of red. Gown of blood, shall I say. I'm talking to her twin sister, and she's having, because she's a second daughter, she's having to be sent to the wolf to placate him. But also people are thinking that she might go there and release the 5 kings that were there centuries ago. And also she has this weird magic power as well about forests and stuff. And they're talking about running away and stuff, which like I can't do it, and it's just the truthness of it. And I love the dynamic between her and her sister, and how her sister is like, you can go, like we will cover, we will help you, and stuff like that. And Red is like, no, I have to do it, and there's more reasons why she has to do it, and she's kind of like, I'm going to go through with this. So this is looking solid. This is not looking good for my TBR. I was hoping to actually get rid of some of these books because it's too long, but actually I'm liking most of them. It's only the Shanghai Immortal I'm getting rid of. Let's move on to the next one. I got this at £2 in the sale. The publisher did a sale. When publishers do sales, I trawl and I buy. So, The Dragon's Legacy by Deborah A. Wolfe. When I bought this, I think the Goodreads reviews weren't terrible. It had quite a high score for me. So, I thought, why not? What's it about? Far below the desert, the earth dragon slumbers fitfully. From the darkness of her dreams come whispers of war and death. Ooh! It doesn't really explain much. Basically, the Dragon King is dying, and she discovers that... But with it, so does the magic that sings the earth dragon to sleep. And there are people who would want to see the earth dragon wake, so they might laugh as the world burns. This? Huh. Let's see. 2 prologues, both of which are fucking interesting. Sorry, Teddy. Go back to sleep. It's so... Do I just keep reading? It's 500-page books. Do I just keep reading? Do I add another one to my pile of 12 I'm currently reading? Do I do it? But it's so... It gives... Like, one of the prologues gave me kind of a Game of Thrones feel. Like, the beginning of Game of Thrones. You know, when they're going... In the forest to find that the walkers and you know they die and stuff, and one of them lives and things, kind of the same kind of thing, kind of the same kind of vibe. Like 3 people are going across the desert and something is wrong, and the magic system that she's showing us in the story, they can feel things, they can feel life, but it's still like there's more to it, and there's like a dream walker. We don't know who that is, but it's somebody, and it's things that people are wary of. Like there was a line, there was nothing more scared, like worrisome or something, than a dream walker in a foul mood, right? Like that. So obviously Dreamwalkers hold some kind of power. This is interesting. I have to go put horses, so I have to go put rugs on horses, but I might just keep reading. Look, this sounds really interesting. I might just keep reading. Should I just do it? Let's go put rugs on horses, and then I will decide. So, it's the next day. I'm looking after a different dog, and I'm still... 200 pages in, I've decided to just read this. This is so underrated. It's really fun. It throws you in to the world like Malazan does. Like, there's so many terms and phrases. I'm flipping back to the glossary in the front of the book, thank fuck. And what does this mean? Now I'm getting the hang of what's what. So there's that. There's a vast cast of characters, which is why it's given me kind of Malazan vibes. It's the only reason why. Also, it's a debut book as well, which, like, fucking solid. But there was one moment that when this happened in Game of Thrones. It's a prologue of Game of Thrones, slightly different, slightly twisted, but still the fucking same. It's, how do I put it? You have the three men wander after and trying to find something. Apparently they can sense people as well, certain magic people. And then these magic people, then the people are dead. The guy walks up and says, oh, they're dead. And the guy who can sense is like, they're not dead. Lo and behold, they're fucking zombies. The only way I can think to call them is zombies. We don't know exactly what they are yet. That hasn't come back around. But, same fucking time. Fucking zombies. So it's interesting. I'm hooked. I'm going to keep fucking... This is now the 13th book I am currently reading. Do I need help? Probably. Will I accept it? No. This is just me and my mood reader life. I always have a book I'm in the mood for. So here we go. So, overall, on my Culling the TBR, I got rid of one book. Did I hope to get rid of a few more because I'm getting slightly overwhelmed by my TBR? Is that also the reason why I'm reading 13 books at once? Entirely fucking yes. But at the same time, I enjoyed the other two books. For the Wolf was interesting enough that I wanted to keep reading, even though I think it's going to be the weakest out of all of them. The Heart of Mirage was just not what I expected. I was like, fucking hell, this looks like good shit. So, and same with like the Dragon's Legacy, I didn't like get into it, like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking love this shit. But as I kept reading, I was like, actually, as it's building up, I'm kind of going, my enjoyment's getting there. It's not though like hooking me in constantly, but as I'm reading it, I'm like, actually, that is interesting. So, and obviously Shanghai Immortal, not for me. If you guys liked it, if you liked it, you liked it. It's just not a book for me. That's why I don't read fantasy romance that often. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Please do this. I fucking love going through my TBR and culling it now and again, because as you grow, your tastes change. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.